assure this house that Kenema will gain peace and serenity. So what has been lacking, for example, is probably an appointment like this, but it came at the right time, when everybody will now be satisfied somehow and be sitting in your very quiet corner and participate in the governance of the country. So that is the man. So and his appointment will become a big hope to other SLPP grassroots people. But you have to be patient and your own time will come. Eventually there will be time when you be appointed. And he's a man who, even without a presidential appointment, though probably he has some other job, he has always been galvanizing people and giving them jobs somehow, giving them appointment in very many other spheres of life. And I'm sure with this one, he will do more. So I wish him well and will continue to guide and support him as stakeholders in Kenya. I thank you so much.
Let me recognize the following personalities on behalf of the House. First and foremost, the one and only Chairman Dr. Prizani. I can't see him from where I'm seated. The Honorable Emmanuel Saadbeki, former MP. Honorable Mansour Abu Dumbuya, former MP. Chairman of Calabar, SLPP, Yaya Wanu, former Chair Bo District, Joseph Ndamini, Bailo Jalo, DRO Eastern Region. Mr. Cyril Jackson Smith, former Director of the Public Relations Office. Very good. Last but by no means least, the one and only former women's leader. Let me now give the floor to the Honorable Ibrahim Kuroma from Kenema.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable goes to sit down. Let me go to you. Listen. Thank you.
I take your point without saying a word. You're a new member.
Yes, sir.
Read your SOs well.
Okay, sir.
Parliamentary language is totally different from the language outside of the school. Here we have language that is decorous. Decorous, it is simple, it is straightforward, it is civilized. And you refer to your colleague in that manner.
Let him read wrong.
Go on.
In addition, Mr. Speaker, you know, when you are here, I always tell you, when you are here is a place of learning. You have to learn. You have your own, if you have anything to say seniority outside, but when you are here, you respect the seniors. And that man is your senior, the honorable
It's
member.
okay, Mama. Mama, it's okay. The lexicon is different. No, I think the point is well made. The lexicon here is different. And over time, they will get adjusted to it. Okay.
On that goes withdraw, please.
I'm very sorry. Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for giving me. I want to say thank you and appreciation to His Excellency, President Julius Maada for this credible nomination. They have gone through parliamentary appointment committee, and that committee has ascertained their confidence in them. Today, they are here for general approval for members of parliament. I want to say congratulations in nutshell to all of you. I want you to go with two things. One, the presidential agenda of His Excellency without privilege in this matter, on which he decided to appoint you to take over those critical positions. Today you are first among equals. There are many civil unions who are qualified, but today you are the first among equals. Think of President Leone's agenda to change this country, agenda to transform civil unions for a better future of this country. Think of that. Two, also make sure that you work diligently to serve your conscience and God. When you work diligently to serve your conscience and God, you are always on the right path. I want you to take note of that. You do that, meaning at the end of the day, you will achieve your purpose and your purpose. Also, make sure that when you go to those offices, try very hard to justify your confidence so that His Excellency without privilege in your smarter than you will not feel regret of appointing you. Equally, so you prevent yourself from section 61 of this noble constitution, in which the president has the mandate to appoint and terminate. Always think of that. So congratulations in advance for all of you. I want to talk of the the Deputy Minister of Mines and Mineral Resources, who happens to be the National Secretary General of the SMK. Mr. Napoleon Kuruma. The meaning of the word Kuruma in the Madingo tribe or Krangon tribe,
take your time.
You are Fakoli, the solution. A very strong person with instinct, natural instinct.
And the meaning of Napoleon?
The meaning of Napoleon, I will tell you later. Mr. Kuruma, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, is a man with probity. He's a man with rectitude. He's a man that maintains the values of respect. Very, very respectful. Trustworthy. Mr. Kuruma.
That's the Kuruma bit.
Yes.
What about the Napoleon bit? Is it the Bonaparte?
I'll bring in Napoleon later. Mr. Kuruma, taking into account the SNPP as one of the oldest political parties in the sub-region and Seoul, he always meanders his way to ensure that when it comes to the internal politicking in in this country. At the end of the day, who drive us and land with us safe. That is the man. These appointments is not a surprise to us. We pray that President Bio, with time, will elevate him more than the position. Now to the district chairman of Kenima District. About Mr. Kuroma is the district chairman for Kenima District, a second-time district chairman. That tells you that he's a very hard-working district chairman. Always bring together our political differences to ensure that we support His Excellency without giving a very good outcome. He has been doing that. His appointment as Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs and a man with a political strategy. I'm not surprised. Yeah? I could recall before 2018 when APC was in power, he was victimized, he was humiliated, he was embarrassed. With all those things, at the end of the day, he tried very hard to put SNPP together, and in 2019, we won the election. Before 2018, Mr. Speaker, remembers, there was a police inspector general called Karo. He was in Kenima. He used to flog SLPP leaders. He would lie down on the ground and flog them. Karo, he did everything humanly possible to suppress the survival of SLPP interests. But notwithstanding those things, about the newly appointed designate, the Internal Affairs Minister, I want you to smile. So I want to say thank you. On that note, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to say congratulations to you all. May God guide and protect you in the various ways. Thank you.
I'll take one more. I'll take one from Kailau.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, let me tell you something that you didn't know. When you said you're just taking from Kailau, Kwenadugu, and Calabar, I thought to myself, Mr. Speaker is definitely not aware of something. That NAPS is also from Kailau, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as my colleague from the other side, who is not here today, will say, we are here again today. Today again, Mr. Speaker, we have some fine gentlemen and ladies here to be approved. We thank His Excellency for appointing them. They're all very well qualified, and I can only wish them well. But Mr. Speaker, I'm going to zoom in on few of them. The first is my brother, Napoleon. Mr. Speaker, this country and history will not forget Napoleon. For what he has done to us and for all he has done. If I was in the appointment committee and being asked by His Excellency, I would say definitely Napoleon deserves more than where he's going. Napoleon, my brother, do well with what you've been given. I know you will shine more than what you've been given, and I know in future you will deserve more and you will be granted more. Let them give it more than...
Mr. Speaker, point of order 34. Is
not the business of the appointment committee to determine who President appoints in any position. It's the business of the appointment committee to vet presidential nominees. He has the sole executive powers to put people in places in fields. We don't have control over that. That's what we presented. So don't want to make that correction to Maada, please. So even if you're the appointment committee, I will raise points of order for you if you raise that point. We just let you if you are fit for purpose of that office. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me.
I thank my leader, which is why I said if I was given the opportunity, I will advise. I'm not saying I will appoint, Mr. Speaker. If I was in the opportunity given to, I will advise accordingly. That is my view. And I'm entitled to that, Mr. Leader. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I also want to zoom into my brother, Mr. Gondo. I haven't met you personally, but reading your resume, I know you can do well in the department that you go in. I wish well, my brother. Now I want to pay a tribute to a special sister, someone that I have worked with in the 5th Parliament, and all of us have worked with. Honorable Josephine McHugh. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, a lady of great quality, interpersonal relationship. She is all that this parliament needed. We worked tirelessly in the 5th Parliament for us to get the jewelry bill. She was one of the fronters of that bill. It was our hope that she would be in the 6th Parliament. She is not here today because she didn't debate well in this world. She's not here today because her people don't love her. She's not here today because she was not a good MP. She is not here, Mr. Speaker, purely because of political parties' politics. But Honorable Josephine, you'll be remembered by His Excellency. The office that you are going into, do well. This country will continue to remember you. Your services to this nation will not go unnoticed. You served this parliament, and this parliament will one day repay you back. Thank you for what you did. As you go into your office, you're going there as an advisor. Do what you do best. You have been like a mother to many of us. And some of us, I want to say thank you for what you have been. When you go into that office, don't do your motherly thing there. Because you have people coming to you to plead not to be prosecuted when they do corruption. Be half and half of a mother and do more of your job. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Sierra Leone is fighting corruption. We are scared of corruption. We are running away, but corruption is still chasing us, Mr. Speaker. It's still chasing. Let's be careful as a country, as citizens. My dear Josephine, you are wish well. And to all the other nominees to be approved in this world, you are wish well. Do well in your various offices. This country and Parliament is looking highly up to you, and we wish you all the best. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, may I, for the records,
I thank the Honorable Lady for her contribution.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, order, please.
Yes.
I refuse not to obstruct my honorable member when speaking. Political parties are there to shape the political ideology as a vehicle for our public democracy. So when you are not given the opportunity to serve, you can be given an opportunity to serve in another capacity.
Yeah, and she's serving that
capacity. In another capacity. In the intra-political parties in this chamber, I want us to distance ourselves from that. But a democratic state, those we have intra-party democracy, we should respect that. We should not reduce it to another challenge that is a party within ourselves. Purely busy the principles and ideology of political parties. We sign documents when we are about to do our single assessment. We sign it. So Mr. Speaker, I'm just doing it.
You are reacting to some innuendo that I do not quite appreciate.
Yes. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Let me recognize Mr. Indolo Bindi. Indoa Bindi. Deputy Minister in Gender and Children's Affairs. wanted to move on, but Kenema seems to have such a powerful magnet that every time I try to move away, I'm drawn back. I really don't know why. Is it maybe because of the Agba? I give the floor to Honorable is it Ella Goma?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, my name is Honorable Mariama Ella Goma, representing Kenema District. The proposed Deputy Minister for Internal Affairs, Mr. Moriba S. Koroma, referred to as Abao, is a household name, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. With loud voice and standards, we never melt in silence in Sagami. Kenema, to be specific, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the SLPP, both in Kenema and generally Sierra Leone, will never forget the impact of this young man in the world. He has sacrificed a lot and all goal to ensure that Kenema District maintain sanity. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, with huge confidence, I can guarantee that the internal structure of our country are in safe hands with Mr. Moriba, serving as Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs. For I watch him control one of the largest political, graphic, and the country with ease. I am sure the same can be adopted in assuring that national assignment is accomplished successfully. I thank you all.
I thank the honorable lady, and I want to thank you especially for being very brief and directly to the point. You know, you remind me of the old adage, brevity is the soul of wit. You don't have to be so laborious or, to deliver. Well done.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I hope the members from Pujaho will follow your example when I give them the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Let me recognize the presence of the presidential spokesman. Honorable Al-Maada. Last but not the least, speaker on my list, before we wind up this debate, is the Honorable Bosti.
Thank you.
I think you are compensated for the little infraction.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I do normally like to sing praises on nominees. Some people need to be recognized and be celebrated. Today, we want to celebrate some distinguished gentlemen. I will start with our own very Secretary General, Napoleon. We want to celebrate Napoleon. You've done extremely well, and I'm confident that you've learned under the erudite leadership of Dr. Alex Pinsali. I have no doubt in my mind that you will not perform. You've done so before when you were appointed as the Minister of Deputy Minister of Justice, and that of the Chairman of NCP. We have no doubt, and I have no doubt in my mind. I wish you well, Mr. Kuma, to continue to do the best for our very own party, SFP. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, if I fail to recognize and celebrate the man called Maada about, I will not cross gender. Mr. Speaker,
not only that, you will forget about your ambition for 2020.
Mr. Speaker, my very personal self and my family pay gratitude to about Mr. Kuma. For me to be here today as a member of Parliament, he did extremely well and stood by me to ensure I achieve my goal. I have no platform to thank you about. I have to use this platform to thank you. Thank you very much. As a brother, as a loyal person. Mr. Speaker, honorable members.
You not explain to me, so I cannot hear you.
No, Mr. Speaker, I have to do that. It is. When you have good people in your life, you have to recognize that and you celebrate them. There's no other means of doing that. You have this platform to do that. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in 2018 after elections, Mr. Kuma was not appointed. But he has confidence and belief in His Excellency the President that one day he will be appointed. Today, Mr. Maada has been appointed as Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs, and I'm confident that he's going to perform. I have no doubt in my mind. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we don't like normally to sing praises, but when people are good, you say it. He's a good man. And I'm confident that he has put together the people of Kenya, and you can attest to the fact that the gallery will attest this, that he's a good man. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, make no doubt he's the governor of Kenya. Thank you very much, Dr. Alex Misani, for giving us the support that we are here today to celebrate. Mr. Speaker, I want to celebrate Honorable Josephine Machi. It's our sister, it's our mother. She did well when she was in this parliament as member of parliament for constituency 014. I'm not here today because you mean people do not like you. No. It's the matrix of politics. You can be here today and I will not be here tomorrow. But I'm confident that the same institution, the same SFP that gave you the symbol that you will hear is the same SFP government today has appointed you to be one of the I want to thank you. Rest assured that you have your support as members of Parliament. So the rest of the nominees, I want to thank you and I wish you well in your various endeavors. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
I thank the honorable member for his contribution to this debate. We shall now wind up the debate. And the next speaker on my list is the acting leader of the opposition.
Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Mohamed Bambura.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Article 41 of the Geneva Convention. This spells out the roles and duties of sovereign states. And this, no ambassador, I repeat, no ambassador has gone against this section of the convention. Mr. Speaker, honorable members.
No ambassador who?
No, I said no ambassador.
In this country?
No ambassador. Yes. I'm coming. No ambassador yet. No ambassador yet. Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Democratic values are universal. Universal. Either you are in Kenya, or you are from Pakistan, or from US, or you are from Sierra Leone. The same values we enjoy here, democratic values, are the same values we enjoy in Pakistan. That is why they are universal. They are unique. And the ambassador that we are talking about here today, he is still under the confines of the democratic values he spoke of. Trust the government of Sierra Leone. Trust the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Trust the Minister of Foreign Affairs. That if he has done otherwise, definitely, by now they will need him to answer for that. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, today again, we are here this morning to approve nominees of the President. Nominees of the President. I don't want to waste your time to talk about Napoleon Corona, because Napoleon Corona is a household name in Israel. We all know what he stands for. He's a man who cut across. He cut across. And he has been called upon by His Excellency the President always to serve in sensitive positions. Sensitive positions. From NCP to Chief Minister of Justice, now Mineral Resources. Mines. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to bring before the floor the gentleman who has been called upon by the President to serve as the DPP Director of Prosecution. You know, this man, he's a very, very soft-spoken, erudite lawyer of long standing. He is. He has always been there. Rain or shine. I mean, rain or shine, he has always been there. The APC, he's always there. The SLPP, he's always there. He's one of the few civil servants in this country that upheld the principles of neutrality. He's one of the few. Mr. Usman Kanu, you are going to be the new DPP. Well, let me hasten to bring you to light about the problems of that office. The problem of that office. Director of Public Prosecution is a very complex office. Very complex. For the past over 20 years. That is the office, Mr. Speaker and honorable members, where police officers will do a case and they have the file. They send, before ever they charge, they send the file to the DPP office for advice. Many a time, Mr. Kanu, many a time, out of 100 political cases that go to the office of the DPP, 100 of them always result to charging. Always. Be it from the SLPP days or the APC days. Always, always. Even the police officers who normally process that case, sometimes they have a very feeble reasons. But because they are political cases, they just bundle them and they expect the DPP to sign, charge, and they charge you, go to court. Yes, that is the office my brother is going to take. So when I had your name, I was rest assured that, oh, all right, hold on. Mr. Kanu now is going to that office, knowing the neutrality you are, knowing your stance, your soft-spoken attitude. Then I know that if the police officer come before you, especially the CID, come with a file before you, honestly, you do the needful to scrutinize that file and advise the government, especially the AG, either to charge or not to charge. So I wish you well, and I will monitor you in that office. I will keep on track. You know, Honorable Speaker and colleagues, we have one of us, Honorable McCain, Josephine, is now going to the anti-corruption office as one of the advisors. We will miss you in this way. Your soft-spoken voice and the smile that we're going to miss in this parliament. When I heard the news that your name was not in the list of the Kenema, I said to myself, I trust in God Almighty. Like you. Like me. I said I trust in God Almighty. God always protects good people. Always. There is a way He always elevates good people. As He has done for me. You know, Mr. Speaker and honorable members, Honorable McKay is a mother. McKay is a mother. And we believe that she is going to that office with an attitude of motherliness. With an attitude of motherliness. I have no doubt whatsoever that the Anti-Corruption Commission, an office already being the end view of the world in fighting corruption, has got a main player added to the list. Honorable Speaker, much has been said about the Abao of Kenema. I know him. The Abao of Kenema during our days, the APC. I know him. And I also know him, the Abao under the SLPP days. He's a steadfast man. That's how he is.
warrior.
He's a warrior. He's a fighter. He has a little bit of attributes, like me. All I would say, Mr. Chairman, about you go to that office. It's a very complex office. But I know with you and your minister, you are going to deliver the peace and security of this country. Especially at a time when our young people in this country are facing difficulties under the hands of the push. The drugs. I know you will put a team together with your minister to go around this country, to go around and chase the push sellers. We know them. We know them. Go out and get them. Stop bringing the push to this country. Whoever they are, you have the support of this parliament to go and get them. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I will not hold you long. I will say we from this end. We from this end. We from this end, we are 100% in support of the approval of the So only you, I don't know. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, please hurriedly approve this members.
I thank the Honorable Acting Leader of the Opposition. Over to you now. Leader of Government Business. Is that his new title?
Mr. Speaker, it's not a new title. I was fighting the battle to re-elect the North Chairman. That time it was the Chairman and leader of the SFPP. So I was a campaign chairman. So I went to the North. Yeah, people are very hostile. The bullet. So I was using some amphibic way of putting my speech. Making it wet and making it dry. So the boys around me called me doing a real problem. Thank you. Mr. Speaker, honorable member, I want to say thanks to you, my colleague on the other side. You know, when my colleagues are asking, say we. You know, there's a difference between trying to deviate someone from the natural environment, trying to satisfy a minute group of people, and someone standing at a very strong position, defending his position on the Constitution. That's why I like the praise. Not for any other thing, but for talk about your stance that has to do with the Constitution. If you look at Section 97, if you look at the B part of it, it's very clear. You don't alienate yourself from people you represent. And that's exactly what you have done. It is in this Constitution. Thank you very much for bringing us to speed on certain issues that we're supposed to know, that has to do with our nominees. But we steadfastly try to again to react to one point you raised for the records. My colleague, I listened to him carefully. It's not the first time he's doing it. He was with my team in the Fifth Parliament when we went for a meeting at Strasbourg. And we raised the issue of the Vienna Convention 1961. I will put at the Committee of Political Affairs. We said we have signed and ratified the Vienna Convention. Long time ago. Member states, as your diplomats and whatever you are in the state, you should respect the Vienna Convention. Article 41. Article 41. We have stated at times without number. And even when I was presenting the Minister of Foreign Affairs from the committee stage right on to the plenary, I did mention about it. That we have to respect those conventions. Because coming from the United Nations. So thank you very much for your contributions, and I believe they have had it clear now. But let me start to talk about I've read their resume, I've presented them.
giving them lucrative adjectives to present them to you because I interacted with them very, very well at the committee stage. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, it's good to have a young people, but very responsible ones. That is the thing is different from President Leone's agenda trying to promote young people. Promote young people and give them responsibility of state. It's not the first time. People are just seeing it. Napoleon came as a Secretary General when he was a very young man. Me-30s, as Secretary General of the People's Party. We fought. And erudite lawyer. Under the directives of the chairman sitting here today. Was a young man who is very respectful and a comrade. He's a comrade. A comrade from the Orange Class Club, which I have been. He's sitting here not because he's going to bully. He's giving the police to serve Secretary and went unopposed in the World Convention. Not because he's called Napoleon. You don't need to like Napoleon because he's called Napoleon. You can like Napoleon because of what he's doing. And that is a young man. He is very humble and respectful. Sometimes we tend to meander and Dr. Adi will say, come here. Say, come here. Let's do can. He will come humbly and present his case to Dr. Adi. And take corrections. Sometimes he can be bitter, but he listens to those who think he has worked with under difficult circumstances. He's a loyal person. He knows what to do. He has crossed the length and breadth of this nation. He represents Israel People's Party. When he was outside the system, that is the SLPP call, he was a lawyer. He did a pro bono service from the lower chambers, representing our people when we are arrested by you people on the other side. Well, I don't know, but he was busy representing us. That's why we went to court. But I can remember when we met after his appointment. That's why the issue, we repeat the statement, the text is repeated. And I will again, for the records. And he knows what he's doing. And his heart is dry. His pathway is very clear. For we comrades, we like to come from very difficult points. And when we achieve, it's very difficult to bring us down. That's why we are strong as comrades. It's difficult to defeat us. Because you cannot even predict us when we appear. Our actions speak very loud for ourselves. But Mr. Napoleon, let me just repeat these words I read. Responding to committee, the erudite legal professional said he was grateful to His Excellency the President for the confidence bestowed on him to serve in his cabinet and his appointment to the mining sector was strategic move to critically review most of our mining agreements. When we went to the committee, he said, I'm fully aware of the consequences of trying to abrogate agreement that we have signed, we have passed ratified in Parliament. So because we are aware of that, I know the skills, I have the professionalism, I know what to do, I'm involved in applications. So he said, most of this in the interest of our people. We can review them. But he said somebody was very careful about what he's doing. He's also mindful of the provision in the Constitution, Section 62, working with his substantive board like the minister. So we can review. I've been on it. He has done it when he was at the legal officers department. Now he's going to the mineral sector directly to look at some of these mineral agreement. In line with what my colleague said, with the minister now, Julius Batai. Thank you very much for taking it to consideration. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, the reason why I made it very clear in this chamber, when we are about to approve ministers and in the final approval in the chamber, I did refer to section 62 of the Constitution, where you have the ministers and the deputy ministers working, and in between you have the permanent secretaries. Now you need to work together. You need to move on, because sometimes the minister and deputy ministers have each other's clothes because of the administrative the maladministration of the permanent secretaries. Sometimes they tend to meander around them for their own personal interest. So what we have committed ourselves with the chief minister we approved, we said you should have clear desk responsibilities. So without going further, because Mr. Napoleon was not around, and he said, look, for me, I have served in different capacities with some amount of dexterity, I will continue to serve in that capacity. So thank you very much for acknowledging what you have done for yourself and also pushing for a proper reform at the mineral sector. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, let me talk about a man. His appearance is different from his action. A very decent politician. A man who can mobilize people to trick up an eye because of the decency and love for his people. It's a true Floridian, a traditionalist, a man aka called Abao. But because he's a grassroots man, Romani once said, who feels it knows it. He feels for the common people. It's not a voice in internet and a grassroots. It's a typical, stricto sensu grassroots man. He feels for them. He knows what to do. You go anywhere, the length and breadth of young Kenima. He is popularly known because when you go to Kenima, the least man you meet around, you tell them about it. People are trying to tempt him. They are trying on several occasions to tempt him. But let me tell you, it's not easy to bring a good man down. About you are a good man. Whether you like it or not. He's a good man. Those who go about pelting negative things around our people, President Bio is a very listed president and a visionary of his nation. You can say what you feel, but he knows what to do best for the interest of his nation. Appointing Agba is a right step in the right direction. He did not miss his words that Monkey will quote the words of Honorable Emerson Thomas, Deputy Leader too. Hey, Lamina. I combine them. Honorable Emerson Thomas, Lamina. Sorry. It is good for some of us to talk about people of state nature like about. People try to tell in different ways and forms. In contest time, somebody says going for the second time as a district chairman. In fact, the second time he went unopposed because people went after him unnecessarily. And I told them, if you suffer, SO2, if you enjoy it. When times you are tough, he was the one who brought all the delegates, queued them in front of President Bio, said, these are my delegates, Mr. President, to be. I'm going to ask them to pledge their loyalty and support for you, openly, on the camera. And he did that in the hall. He sacrificed and contributed for us where we are today. There's no way you are going to write the history of SFPP without including Mr. Abao. Mr. I said it in my opening statement, Mr. Speaker, you're not here. I said it in my opening statement. I said, it is not good for you to be a sycophant. If you love your leader, stand tall with your leader, fight for your leader. Look at the agenda and pull from where you are to succeed. The success of your leader is paramount. Agba is not a sycophant. Agba is a very strong man. We have supported the president to the very express of this vision. Today we have talked about push. But people are saying, go find a push. And Honorable Mohamed Bangura said, let us go after those who are bringing it. I support you on that. But Mr. Whatever Escoma, aka Agba, cannot talk in isolation. He has to take instructions from his boss. He has to take instructions from other dignitaries, so all the people who are working as stakeholders within the Internal Affairs Ministry. Hear us, listen to us, work with them. But it's this one talking about push. We have to promise. We have laws on drugs. It's not becoming a menace in our society. So then we are this way because we are drugs free. How do we want our soldiers to be if we accept them to take drugs at all times? We don't need to accept drugs of any form. It's not acceptable in by law. Thank God we had the presidential spokesman this year. People tend to blame the government because their children are taking push. You have permanent responsibility to take care of your children. The government provides policies so that you use your policies to take care of your own family. That's why we said, talking about education, the free and quality education. That's the only way we can change the nation. So fight for the survival of the nation, to bring this nation to a speed where we could be for this 21st century. And for a progressive future, it's only by education you can do it. There's no means you can do it. You talk about the light of Dr. Prince Ali, you talk the light of the speaker we have, the Alpha Cans, the Newmans, the Singapore Thomas. the Samashaka Samas Eta, because they are educated. So we are destroying our children, we are destroying our youth, telling them go for push. If you are a politician, you are not a full-blooded politician. You are not a human to say, look at drugs, take drugs. There are more drugs that are more dangerous than push. So, Mr. Speaker, with your leave, let us take this one as a nation drive in fighting drugs within our own system. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, for us, all of us, in helping to shape the political trajectory for our country, if you are APC, criticize us positively or bring us solutions. So I listen, we cannot be cowed because you are giving us support. We are in business of partnership. The days of slavery are over. Those days of colonialism are over. Economically, we cannot be strong. But when the president said, we are going to form an independent body to shape our electoral system, it means we want to shape the trajectory of our electoral system. It's not subject to any negotiation. Is subject to the transformative drive we are taking to change the landscape of this country. That is what we are here. It's an inclusive system we are building. When we fought to have the free and equal education roll out, as enshrined in our constitution, when we are talking about an elimination of the death penalty, when we are talking about having to see how best we can help our girls to go to school, we do not ask people to come to us. We say we are going to do it by law, and we did it. When we said we are going to repeat part 5 of the Public Order Act, we did it in the interest of Sierra Leone. We are doing the transformation in our electoral system because we have the interest of the state. So let us again in this drive to support our people. It's great, especially for the DPP, who by section 66 of the Constitution has the full right to prosecute people involved in criminal offenses against a lot of institutions. But it's not an independent capacity. It's under the direct supervision of the Minister of the Attorney General, Minister of Justice. We need to know some of these things. So as a nation, I'm trying to establish that we have an independent nation, taking in for the Vienna Convention, the statement of our president. We have our nominees, shaping the trajectory of our country. Those who are in charge of prosecute, they have the constitutional obligation to do so. Mr. Speaker, let us live as a nation. But the only way we can succeed is to intertwine democracy, the opposition, whom the members of the executive, whom the judiciary, those in government. When we come together with good policies, our product will be pure democracy in Sierra Leone. There is no perfect democracy in Sierra Leone. But we have policy to change our trajectory, Mr. Honorable Bangola. For the others, our honorable and colleagues, for the Anti-Corruption Advisory Board, it's very clear. We started a citation from the section 22, subsection 4. We want them to know it's not an honorary board. It's not. The only way we can progress as a nation. Corruption is more than talking about cancer. It's a cancer of its type. Today nations are going bankrupt because of corruption. We can only talk about fees alone, other factors, other things that we are doing. As a drive for a nation, to have our GDP increase when we cut corruption. Corruption always fight back. So I advise you what is stated for the board is deliberate that we give, Mr. Speaker, is deliberate. Yeah, that to read the provision, Mr. Speaker. You have to come to advise the Anti-Corruption Commission. You are carrying the responsibility to fight corruption. We are not perfect. As we speak, corruption is still moving around us. So we have to stand tall to fight corruption. So I thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the time. Thank you, colleagues, for all what you have done for your contributions. But so much, Mr. Speaker, let me stand tall on this platform. So also say thanks to our paramount chiefs. There is no way we're going to succeed as a nation. As I said, government is by intertwining. You have the paramount chiefs, they are there to arbitrate us, even when you're in this house. So we give them the support, and they also give the support. It's a reciprocal business. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I thank you very much again for those who have served before in different capacities, especially for Mr. Morima S. Kuruma and Mr.
Umaru Napoleon Kuruma. Both of them, they have done their best. And those who are joining them, the DPP who are served in the corridors of the legal of the Attorney General's office. We hope and pray that the CD will speak volumes on the interpretation of the actual weapons. We also say thanks to President Yu for looking at these gentle people, putting them in the right place to serve this mission. There is no way we can work better, or we work better as Iranians. Our political differences are very minor, but what brings us together is Israel, under the freedom, under the unity and justice. So let me again stand tall to tell you that you are on the right trajectory. We are not asking you to praise us. We are just asking you to take up your constitutional responsibility. Criticize us. If it is positive, we can accept it. If it's not positive, we can challenge it. It's not something you too. Nobody can challenge you. You are under the directives of the Constitution. Nobody is bigger than the Constitution. Thank you very much for joining us, fighting a journey cause. A journey cause to fight Sudan. A journey cause to bring us together. Because we believe as Sudan, there is only one country we have. The unity of Sudan is very powerful. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I move that the state report of the first session of the 6th Parliament of the Committee on Appointment and the Public Service be adopted by the House, and the recommendations contained therein be approved. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I thank the Honorable Leader of Government Business, and before him the Honorable Leader of the Opposition for their contributions to this important debate. I think this will be the last approvals of nominees of His Excellency the President that the House will be making before we rise for our recess tomorrow. Before I put the question, however, let me advise both the nominees and their supporters in the galleries that the rules here do not permit you to leave your seats before I rise. You should only rise after I move out of this well, not before. So the same decorum that you are demonstrating now should continue until I take my exit. Thank you for that understanding. Honorable members, the question is that the 5th report of the first session of the 6th Parliament of the Committee on Appointments and the Public Service be adopted by the House, and that the recommendations contained therein be approved. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it.
Motion of the Committee on Appointments and the Public Service proposed by Honorable Matthew S. Lima has been approved.
It is now my very pleasant duty, I would even say a great honor, for me to add my own voice of felicitations to those of the House in its entirety. When I see nominees like Umaru Napoleon come before us, I see the other Kuruma, a warrior. From all what I have heard, it reminds me of somebody from my own part of the country. Once a warrior, always a warrior. So the Kurumas are warriors. Now I know. And in this case, we have two Kurumas, one from the north and one from the east. And I want to take the opportunity of paying my own personal obeisance To the other Koroma, Agbao. Because he and I belong to the same society. The only thing I want him to recognize that there is a Baba Agba. I think the spokesman who is with us understands what I'm saying. Yes, and the Honorable Manso will also understand that language better than most of you. But quite frankly, I want to take the opportunity on behalf of the House to thank His Excellency the President for these fine nominees that we have before us today. That they are eminently qualified, there can be no question. You take the two Koromas, you take Mr. Kanu, who has served in the Law Officers Department for more than a decade. You cannot have a finer, a more erudite lawyer than Mr. Kanu. And I'm sure he's going to excel in his new position as the Director of Public Prosecutions for Sierra Leone. What else can one say when you have beautiful and nice people and people who are eminently qualified for the positions they've been appointed to? Except to say, welcome to governance. Wish you well. We join everybody else in asking for God's blessings and guidance and direction as you discharge your very onerous responsibilities in your new assignments. Good luck and God bless. We'll conclude this morning's work with a certain recognition to a young person. The initiative in Capacity Building Association International has given an award to a young Sierra Leonean, Ambassador Issa, is it Aisha or Issa? Aisha Lucy Lossi, who excelled in a spelling competition in Dubai in the year 2022, representing Sierra Leone, and getting a global award for that. Shall we all please acknowledge this work is Leone and give her the recognition she deserves. It's all an aspect of the free quality education. We see it alive and live right here. And with the indulgence of the House, I would like to give the young lady the opportunity to address you for a few minutes. Where is the moving man?
Speaker, can we give her the speaker? Yes.
By all means.
Thank you.
If that will make her more comfortable.
Yes. So prepare it for this.
Mr. Speaker, Honorable Clerk of Parliament, Honorable members of the Noble House, members of the Fourth Estate, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The Spelling Bee family in Sierra Leone extend our warmest greetings to all. We want to thank you all for this opportunity to articulate to respected individuals and esteemed members of Parliament. My name is Ambassador Isa Lucy Yema-Lawson, the Global Ambassador for Spelling Bee Institution in Africa. Yes. The African Spelling Bee Consortium, which comprises of 22 countries, is an institution that celebrates the power of words and language. Sierra Leone has a counterpart institution, which is called ICBI, standing for Initiative in Capacity Building Association International. This organization, in several occasions, have been invited to participate in International Spelling Bee, also known as Intercontinental Spelling Bee, in various parts of the world. Last year, Sierra Leone was invited to participate in the Intercontinental Spelling Bee that was held in Dubai, and I successfully emerged as the winner. And was awarded a trophy, medal, plaque, and certificate for recognition for my outstanding performance. It was very dispiriting. Having heard the presidential address, we all see that all the nominees have high and standard educational system. It was very dispiriting that I was the only participant who was registered from Sierra Leone, whilst other knowledgeable children were well prepared to witness and participate in such events in their numbers from different countries. It is also worthy to note that we have also failed several times to participate in other intercontinental spelling bee competition, especially the last African spelling bee competition in Ethiopia, which we could not participate due to lack of funds, as we do not have consistent partners to be funding these trips. We would love to take you along our national spelling bee journey that is done across districts and regions annually. As such, we are humbly requesting our parliamentarians to help us facilitate the next spelling bee competition across the districts, as this is what will qualify your children to be exposed to the international platform. It's obvious that there are very outstanding kids, especially in the provinces, that can do better than some of us residing in the cities. We would also love to mention that spelling bee isn't all about spelling and being the best, but it is a platform that helps children showcase their talents and build confidence in their abilities. Don't you want that? And I would admit, yes, sometimes it is challenging. Yet it has a rewarding experience that encourages a love for learning and literacy. And we have been inspired after witnessing the dedication and hard work that goes into preparing for these competitions. A government-sponsored spelling bee institution can have a significant impact on education and language skills in our country. It will provide opportunities for students to showcase their spelling abilities and promote a culture of literacy. It is therefore imperative for the government of Sierra Leone, local and international NGOs, private sector, and other humanitarian agencies to support this venture as it goes a long way in paving the future of our beloved nation. We are on our knees pleading to this noble house to knock doors on our behalf. We hope that going forward we will not be crying as a result of lack of funds to participate in any future competition, but we will be jubilating after we have flown the Sierra Leone flag high in the international platform. Yes, we can. In a nutshell, we have no doubt in this noble house to support us financially and morally to upkeep our laudable vision and venture. I would love to conclude by saying that we don't intend to miss out the future opportunities after our humble plea to this esteemed house. Sierra Leone has started making great impacts in this educational system globally, and we ought to accelerate in what we have started. In other words, we are supposed to finish what we have started. Thank you all for your rapt attention as we look forward to your utmost collaboration.
On behalf of the House, we would like to congratulate you for flying the flag of Sierra Leone so high in Dubai and for being the winner of the competition that you participated in. Thank you for coming and good luck next time. I cannot promise what this house will give, but your request will be given the due consideration it deserves.
Point of order. Point of order, ma'am. Can you please take your seat, please? Please take your seat, ma'am. Thank you. So you can call upon by the speaker if you want to make a statement. Yeah? All right, thank you.
Come forward. Yes.
Good afternoon, everybody. May I start?
Kindly, honorable members, kindly lend her your ears.
Good afternoon again. My name is Aissata Musuhadi, the founder of Spelling Bee in Sierra Leone. We are invited. I want to tell the Parliament that Sierra Leone is now part of the African Spelling Bee Consortium that comprises of 22 countries. This African Spelling Bee is an annual event that is being hosted by a country every year. This year we are supposed to present participants from Sierra Leone to Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, and also to take at least 20 participants to the Intercontinental Spelling Bee in Dubai. Meaning Sierra Leone will one day have to host, and would love to host the African Spelling Bee here in Sierra Leone, because our agenda is quality education. And I want to admonish this August meeting that if we want to have more women, eloquent women, like Aisha Lucy, we need to catch the kids young, especially the girls. As she told you, it is a platform to show talent. So if we can go back and catch up the girls, I wish Sylvia also expressed herself, you would have loved it more. In light of the above, we want to dedicate this to girl child empowerment in Sierra Leone, this place.
So, honorable members, the advice we have is to catch them young. Catch them young. Not in the sense in not the old ones. With that, the House stands adjourned to 2:30 in the afternoon today. Thank you.
defend me. You didn't